Okay, this is something I did actually a few months ago. Like a lot of women now, like a lot of guys now, I've been growing my hair out because, I stayed away from my stylist for quite a long time. Now I'm afraid to go back. I'm afraid she'll think, oh my God, what have you done? So this is my natural color. And it just strikes me that women of a certain age, or of any age, they're pretty much told, oh, cover the gray, cover the gray. You see these ads for hair coloring, eh? That's how it looks in the back. Hair coloring. Ads for hair coloring. Covers the gray, covers the gray. Hate that gray, wash it away. That used to be in the old ads. I'm moving my hand around so much. In the old ads, gray hair on a woman was horrendous. And I fell for that too. For over 30 years, I had my hair colored one way or another. It was usually more of a reddish brown. And I was basically told, I'm going to try turning around. You're going to see. I was basically told my natural color was horrendous. Any woman was told, gray. It would make me look younger, and I didn't really care about looking younger, but my stylist would say, oh, you look a lot younger now. Now today, what I did is zero. See, I was cutting it myself at first, and then I thought, heck with that. I'll just grow it. And since I liked the gray as it came in, I left that alone too. Now today, I did less than zero. I did nothing. I washed it, no conditioner, no product, no nothing. And I didn't even blow dry it. I just let it. That's how it looks on top. Obviously, it's not styled. It has a little bit of the curl. I remember when I was really young and had it long. Yeah, it did have a bit of curl in it. Sort of. My sister, who was nasty, used to say, oh, you have naturally bent hair. Fuck her. But anyway, I only did this to let me know what it looks like. And also to say that I feel kind of ripped off. I feel as if I was convinced I'd be hideous and look 100 years old and look like a witch, and if I didn't constantly cover the gray. Well, this is the gray. Yeah, it's gray. See? And the thing about it is there are different colors in it that I can see. Yeah. There are different colors in it. I'm just trying to get my head in the way. It's so weird. I never make videos of myself. Almost never. Most people assume Ferocious Gumby is a guy. There's a whole story behind how I got that name, but I'm not going to tell it right now. And that's kind of how it looks on that side. And I guess, yeah, what I've noticed is it does have different colors in it, which is what I've always wanted. And, spend $100 trying to get different colors in your hair. And then it turns out you had them all along. So I guess what this is saying is what you have naturally isn't necessarily some awful thing. This is backlit. It's backlit. So I may have to do it over again. Or maybe not. Things that are backlit often don't look that great. But, that's the color I've been covering assiduously for years and years, because that's what my stylist told me to do. And she said, oh, the texture is just, it's so fine. The texture's so fine. Your hair's not supposed to have a fine texture. It's supposed to be sort of thick, and it's supposed to be like a horse's mane. If you ever, ride horses. Horses have thick, solid, glossy, it's like a horsetail. I don't have a horsetail. I have what I had when I was a little girl, which was more like corn silk. It was fine hair. It was about this color too, except blonder, I guess. And it was parted right here, right where I've got it parted now. See? Just, yeah, that's my natural part. And it grows this way. And back here it grows that way. Can't really see it. So in case you women out there or men out there, anybody has been told, I don't have a shred of makeup on today. Not one shred, so I look blotchy. And don't give a rip right now. That's going too long. But if you think you've been made to think you're ugly or your hair's ugly or you're ugly, you're not. I think most of us have been sold a bill of goods about our looks and about our appearance. We have to have lots of makeup on. We have to have our hair a certain way. And strangely enough, what's liberating me is seeing what people are doing with gender. You can be any way you want. You don't even have to be specifically male or female. And I don't know, I get a kick out of that. Of course, I'm older and it is a strange concept to me, but I think it's a liberating concept to me. That we shouldn't be tied to these things. That we look like witches if we allow our hair to go natural. Because that's what this is. This is natural hair. I've done nothing to it. And the world didn't fall down, and I actually like the color. This is 6 minutes now, and I gotta quit. And nobody will watch this. But for people who might wonder about that, I am Ferocious Gumby. Hello, everyone. I'm an old woman. I'm not a young guy. I'm not anything. I'm an old person. I'm an old woman. I do whatever the fuck I want now. And the pandemic has freed me to do what the fuck I want now. It's been a long time. I'm just sick of being told how to look, what to do, how to sound, how to dress, all that shit. Do what you want. This life is short. How many people have died during this thing? Why does our hair even matter? Look at that. I look like a Breck girl. But yeah, don't be sold a bill of goods. Your hair might be better than you think. If you take, to me, I was writing a comment on a video and I said, houses, if you buy an old house now, there's still cases where they have wall-to-wall carpeting, which is supposed to be such a big deal. You rip that up and there's beautiful, pristine hardwood. Now, when I was growing up, hardwood was for poor people. It creaked and groaned. You had to polish it. Hardwood was shit. It was what people had in their shacks. You covered it with wall-to-wall shag. And the shag got to look like a mushroom field after a while. So years and years later, these realtors and remodelers, they rip up the old rotten old stinky carpet and there's untouched, beautiful, pure, pristine hardwood. Glossy and beautiful. It used to be shit. Well, it ain't shit anymore. So maybe that's the way we are. We get all stripped down. We take all the makeup off. We don't color our hair anymore. It's not that we want to look a mess. We just want to look like ourselves. We want to look like who we really are. And I'm 67 and I'm still figuring that out. It's a work in progress. So I hope this has helped somebody out there. And I hope it hasn't been too boring. It's way too long. But for once, I'm just going to not edit it. It's going to go the way it's going to go. I love you guys.